Very good afternoon, my dear students. My name is Ramzan Warunkar, Assistant Professor at Aryan College of Arts, Commerce and Science, Camp, Pune. Today, we are going to talk about company, its meaning, definitions, and features. So, basically, meaning of a company will start from meaning of a company. So, what is the meaning of a company? A company is a group of person which is formed and registered under the Companies Act 2013. Earlier it was 1956, which was amended in 2013. So now a company is a group of person created by law and registered under the Company Act 2013. That is a company in a simple words we can say. So I have given here two definition. That is the definition number one, which is given as per Company Act 2013, section 2 subsection 20, that company means in a company incorporated under the Companies Act 2013. As I said, company means company which is incorporated and registered under the Companies Act 2013. And second definition I have given as per Company Act 1956, which was earlier Company Act. What Company Act 1956 says: a company formed and registered under this act or existing company. So company means a group of person associated together for attainment of a common goal, that may be social or economic. From this definition and the meaning, we can come to the point that company means, number one, a company is an artificial person created by law. Number two, company means a group of persons associated together for the attainment of a common goal, that may be social or economical. Number three, a company is formed and registered under the Company Act or an existing company. And number four, existing company means a company formed and registered under any of earlier companies laws. So from these two definition and this point, the meaning of a company is clear, right? So while writing the answer, you have to write first meaning of company, then you have to write definition of company as per Company Act 2013 or 1956. Okay, now let's move to the features or characteristics of a company. So number one feature, that is incorporated association. As I said, company is registered Companies Act 2013. So when company get registered, company came into existence, right? And that and company gets certificate of registration, that is incorporation. Company gets incorporated after the registration, company gets incorporated. So that is the incorporated association. So before the registration of a company do not exist. After the registration, company came into force or company came into existence. Okay, now next point, next features or characteristics is the artificial legal person. We as a human being, we are a legal person, we are a natural human beings, natural person. So company is a created by law and it is formed by a group of person. Hence this artificial person and legal person, since it is a registered and created by law, registered under Company Act 2013, that's why it is said a legal person, and artificial because it is a created by a person, that's why it is said artificial person. So number one characteristics is the incorporated association. Number two, artificial legal person. Number three characteristics is a separate legal entity. So because its separate existence from its shareholders. So as I said, company is an artificial person and its shareholders who are natural human being most of the time. So the shareholders of the company and company, they both are different. Company has its own existence. Company can buy its property, sell their property. Company has its own individuality. Like natural human being does all his work for himself. On similar note, company can do all its work for itself. That is separate legal entity. Now next, perpetual existence or succession. Company has a perpetual succession or existence. Even though the founder of a company or the person who has formed the company may die after certain age, but company can run for a longer life. Let's take an example of Reliance Industry. The Reliance Industry is formed by late Mr. Dhirubhai Ambani, Dhirubhai Ambani is no more, but still Reliance Industries running its all the functions and it's on peak of its business. So that is the best example of I can give on perpetual succession or existence. Now next, features or characteristics, that is common seal. That company is an artificial person and company can sign its own documents, company can buy its property, company can enter a contract with third parties. So making it official, company has to sign on that documents. So the common seal will be used as a signature of the company on all its documents to making it official. So whenever company enter in a contract with third parties, whenever company buys any property or sells any properties, or companies deals any contracts, company will have a common seal on all its documents. That is the fifth feature of a company, that is common seal. So it is a substitute to the signature. As a human being sign on official documents, on similar note company will have its common seal on its all official documents. Next features or characteristics, that is limited liability. A company may be company limited by shares or limited by guarantee. In company limited by shares, the limited of a members, the liability of members is limited to the unpaid value of shares. For example, if the face value of shares in a company is rupees 10 and a member has already paid rupees 7 per share, he can be called upon to pay not more than 3 rupees during the lifetime of a company. Even though company gets into liquidation or not, the company will not have a right to demand more than 3 rupees. So that is the concept of limited liability. Next features, transferable shares. It means transfer of shares. In case of public company, the shareholder of a company can transfer his own share to any of his person he wants, but in case of private company there are restrictions. So he cannot transfer his own share without prior permission of the board of directors or and the management. So that is the 7 characteristics. Next characteristics or features, a separate property. So as I said, company has a separate legal entity, so it is an it has a separate existence. So company can enjoy its legal entity, company can own its property, company can buy its own buy property, company can sell its own property. So company can enter in a contract with parties. So that is separate property characteristics. Now next and last characteristics of a company, that is delegated management. So here we can or in a different words we can say a difference in management and ownership. So here owner of the company are the shareholders, those those who are subscribed for the shares of the company. But since shareholders are in large number and they are spread over the world, they cannot come together and run the business. So hence they elect their representative, we call as a board of directors, and this board of directors come together and run the company or business organization. That is delegated management. So here I have completed 9 characteristics of a company. With students, keep in mind that I have to close my video. I have to keep my video short because a lengthy video makes boring. So that's why I have explained the all the characteristics in a right words. If you have any query, any doubts, you can comment, you can contact me, or you can leave a comment. I will try to answer all your queries or all your questions. And always keep in mind these questions are most important from exam point of view. Thank you.